show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
did
ma'am,
you-
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Did you review it or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you the same Bridget Adams who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 557A for the offense of endangering a child on December 8th, 2021 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor. Violated condition number 5. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Bridget Adams, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June 2023, July 2023, and August 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon the other conditions.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is a proposed agreement, Your Honor.
And what are you requesting, state?
The proposal, Your Honor, would be revocation, adjudication of guilt, an affirmative finding, and essentially, if I have the days right that counsel have provided, it's 300 plus days of time served credit with potentially inpatient treatment, if that time would be counted, would almost equal the 2-year timeline for the state jail, Your Honor. So it's essentially revocation, adjudication of guilt, affirmative finding, and essentially a time served given the time that this individual has spent. That's the proposed agreement, if I'm stating everything correctly, counsel.
That's correct, Your Honor, and if I
An
may,
affirmative finding,
This is an endangering, Your Honor.
but that wasn't requested as a part of the plea bargain agreement.
Okay,
And I didn't find an affirmative finding of family violence beforehand. If you all are agreement to that there be an affirmative finding of family violence, of course, I will go
we
with
would,
that.
we would prefer not, Judge.
that's absolutely fine, Your Honor. We're happy to waive and abandon.
All right.
And I wasn't part of the plea originally, Judge. I was not aware that that was not part of it. However, I think we're in agreement that it will not be a part of this.
That goes for the
agreed,
state, Your
right.
Honor, absolutely.
Okay.
And if I may, Your Honor,
Yes.
my information is that Ms. Adams has 336 actual days jail credit.
Mhm.
Did complete SafeP successfully at 286 days at SafeP. And we're asking for that total of 622 days being, for her to be given credit for the total of 622 that she's been in custody in one way, shape, form, or other. And to go along with our agreed recommendation and have this as a JSAT.
All right. So they're saying that I'm reading any objection to the court reading the court reporter, I'm sorry, the probation officer case review.
The court summary, Judge? No.
Okay. So it says here that she left the dorm and never returned. What's that about? Do you want to address that?
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
1 second. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Bridget Adams, ma'am.
All right, so why did you leave the dorm?
Yes, ma'am. At the time, I was in my addiction, and I left, and I went and got high. But may I say, ma'am, as of today, I've been clean of 8 months, and I also have a job waiting for me, and I will be staying with my mother and father if I get released.
The reason for the leaving of the dorm, Your Honor, was an outside influence with a person that she was involved with, who she was no longer involved with, is my understanding. It's been reported to me by Ms. Adams. And her successful sober time period of 8 months, as she reports to me, is because she was no longer with that person and does not associate with that person. That, and with the support of her mother, is where she is relying upon to remain sober. She has not picked up any new offenses either. And she does say she does have a job waiting for her through a friend of hers who was a manager at it.
She hasn't really been successful on probation. And her sobriety for the 8 months, is that because she was in custody?
No, ma'am.
No, the time in custody was spent prior to her being picked up on this MTR, judge, is my understanding.
Okay, so I don't know if she was clean and sober or not. We're just going by what she's saying.
If I may, Judge.
Sure.
My mother can attest to it. If need be, I have not touched methamphetamines or anything in 8 months. I actually am engaged and I am trying to settle down and I'm trying to do better. Yes, I know I have not been very, what's the word?
Compliant.
Compliant. Yes, thank you. I know I haven't been very compliant, and yes, I know my actions do not show that I've been compliant, and I very much apologize because you have been gracious with me. But I am asking because I have been sober and I do have a job waiting for me, and I do have a mother that is waiting for me to come home, and she is very ill right now.
All right, so here's
So-
the thing. I always tell people, don't play the illness card on me with the parents. And the reason why I say that is because, one, she doesn't need stress in her life. And you're not doing well on probation has caused her stress and contributed to exacerbating her illness. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you say you are engaged now, what does that mean?
I have a fiance at home and he's also working and he's been helping me stay sober. He's been sober for 5 years now, ma'am.
Okay. And did anybody know this?
State was unaware.
I'm not inclined to just let her skate on probation and get 2 years and have that be a judgment satisfied. So here are your choices. I'm giving you two choices.
Okay.
One, I can find you guilty and place you on regular probation. Or two, I'll give you the 2 years, but you're not getting credit for inpatient treatment time. So which do you prefer? And if I give you probation, according to their recommendation, you're going to state ISF. So I can revoke you, sentence you to 2 years. You're not getting credit for your inpatient time. You'll get credit for your jail time. Or I can place you on regular probation, which would be a felony conviction, and you're going to state ISF. Which do you prefer?
Maybe ask them how to visit judge so I can discuss with her.
Yes. Ms. Adams, have you made up your mind?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are you requesting?
Yeah. May I address the court, judge?
Yes.
What Ms. Adams is requesting is to follow the first recommendation in the court summary, which would be to actually continue her on deferred, go to state ISF. She is in visiting with her. She wants to assure the court that she knows that she did not do everything she was supposed to the way she was supposed to. She did successfully complete safety though. And but for this other bad influence who she no longer associates with, she would have been able to successfully continue on her deferred journey. She wants the court to know that she will be moving in and living with her mother and father. They are still together, Judge. And she does have this job waiting for her once she is released from custody. And we understand with state ISF, it'll probably be another 4 months down the road or so, because there's a waiting period plus the 90 days on that state ISF cognitive track. I apologize.
Yes, no, I'm not inclined to let her continue on deferred because she was sent to felony drug court. And people say I should not explain, but I like to explain so you'll know where I'm coming from. And I'm just not saying no just to be saying no.
Yes.
All right. So you were sent to felony drug court. You left the dorm without permission. You absconded from felony drug court, and felony drug court was continuing to try to get in contact with you to get you to come in. You did not. And you had a prior motion to revoke with this court. So this is not your first motion to revoke. So I'm not going to continue on deferred. So it's either guilty and you will be placed on probation, or either it's guilty and you will be given the 2 years, but not credit for inpatient time.
What we discussed previously. So
Yeah.
You said you wanted the ISF.
ISF, ma'am.
All right. Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, the court then will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 5 years. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Uh, just support.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
trying to stay sober. I'm trying to do the right thing this time. So, and like I said, I've been 8 months sober, and I just want to continue because the person that my attorney, Mr. John, was talking about, he is actually recently deceased. He committed suicide. So, I
Is that your fiance or someone else?
he was my boyfriend at the time, the influencer.
Mhm.
He just recently committed suicide and he passed away on January 21st. So I have no contact.
All right, so here's the thing. If there's an issue, you don't just abscond, you're on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. If anything were to happen and you were to get another motion to revoke, you're looking at potentially 2 years at the state jail facility. And I'm sure your attorney told you state jail time is day for day time. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If there is something and you feel like probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. And when felony drug court comes to interview you, you need to apologize to them and ask to be placed back in their program. That's a great program. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's what I understand. Usually people will gravitate towards people who are in treatment. Felony drug court will tell you that's not a good idea. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
My name is Happy. I upload courtroom video for education purpose. This video may contain copyrighted works not specifically authorized for use, but believed in good faith to be protected by the fair use doctrine under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.